Hi there, how are you today? This is English Coach and I'm Simon, and I'm here to talk to you today about creativity and how we can access our creativity. So, one of the things that I see in a lot of people that work with me in my business, which is called English Coach here in Brazil, is that there are hundreds of people that manage their time pretty well. Yet they have to overwork, so they work up to 14 hours a day. And well, if you do the math, that's like a minimum of around 70 hours a week because generally some of them will tend to do a few hours on Saturday as well. So we have to look at the drawbacks for that number of hours working in a week. And one of those drawbacks is that generally we have no time during the day just to do absolutely nothing. And you might be thinking, well, what's the point of doing absolutely nothing? And when you're a high performance and high productivity person, doing nothing can be a real asset to you. It means that it gives you a short space of time in which to not just recharge your energies, your mental and physical energies, but also to develop the capacity to be creative, to be more creative. Now, if you're the kind of person who's completely focused on productivity, you don't have a lot of time for new ideas, you don't like creativity, that's fine. You know, I can relate to that as much as I can relate to someone totally obsessed with creativity. But the thing is, creativity generally helps us to build on our current systems and create ways in which we can save time and energy and be even more productive in the future, or save ourselves time during the day so that we can be even more creative and more productive during the day. So if we're not taking any of those times, if we don't have any of those times to take it easy and clear our mind and let things come in from outside into our minds, we stop being creative, or we have to use more effort and more discipline to create ideas. And generally, the ideas can often come up lacking when they're just being generated through pressure and not through those creative means, which are kind of contrary to someone in a situation where they're working 70 hours a week. For example, spontaneity. Spontaneity is the ability just to change the state you're in, or change your thoughts and suddenly go to another place in your mind, you know? And spontaneity is a fantastic generator of creativity. It's one of those things that really generates creativity. When we look at people who know how to procrastinate, but not procrastinate because they are afraid of creating, or they have such a long time to decide or deadline, or that they are terrible decision makers, it's more that they're giving themselves time to play with the idea in their head, using less serious, let's say, imaginings and musings and wonderments about the idea, how they are approaching the idea from a more free perspective before it becomes something more consolidated, structured, and concrete. So, creativity is something really important for your day. If you can give yourself 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour during your day, whether it is in the early morning, in the midday, or at the end of the day, or any time, and you just use that time in silence to play with ideas that are relevant to your career, your job, your profession, improving one aspect of your life perhaps, then you're doing yourself a big favor and you're actually starting to create a new habit which will conjure a certain amount of creativity. If you don't think you are a creative person, if you're not that kind of person that likes new ideas and likes to build or imagine and then apply strategies, new ways of thinking, then, you know, forget it. This may not be for you. But remember that for a lot of people, it's an absolute must. Creativity only comes after you have that time to play with the ideas in a general sense before you consolidate and structure your ideas into something that has a scope, that has a deadline, that has all the details to it, and is a, you know, finished project on paper, you know, before it starts being applied in real life. Okay, so that's what I want to give you today. This notion that when you're giving yourself time off from work, you are actually giving yourself the ability to be more creative. You might overlook that. I certainly have, and I know most of the people that work with me overlook the value of spending time alone in silence with your ideas and then coming back to the drawing board with something absolutely awesome. Okay, so enjoy your day and or your night, or wherever you are today and or tonight, and I'll see you on the next video. Please like, subscribe, and if you have something interesting to add to this video, please put it underneath in the comments section. Okay, see you.